Resolutions, everybody. Don't worry, I'm not going to fall over the Christmas tree this year because actually I've moved it a couple of parameters in a certain direction where I won't actually trip on it this time. So it was roughly this time last year that I made a video about 2019 New Year resolutions. This year for 2020, I want to go back and have another look on Twitter to see if these resolutions have somewhat changed. We're not going to keep our hopes very high, but let's see what people are saying for 2020. Our first tweeter is from Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas says you cannot expect anyone to start their New Year's resolution the day after staying up until 2 AM drinking. I just thought I'd put that out there before I start up these New Year resolutions. We all saw my last tweet, so. Happy New Year, everybody! Mike C sums it all up here with, may have dominated a bag of chili cheese Fritos today. We all know what it's like being hungover. Maggie Guzney here, everybody. Maggie Guzney would like to say that day one of her New Year resolution is to not set foot inside Walmart for a year. Sorry to say, Maggie, but you do look like one of those Walmart sales chasers. We can all understand the addictions of Walmart. It's not really Walmart here in New Zealand. It's more like the warehouse. Good luck in your New Year's resolution, Maggie. Honestly, it's a tough world out there not chasing those sales. My only New Year's resolution is to finish my tube of chapstick before I lose it. That's from Billie Eilish, everyone. Billie Eilish. Did I say Eilish? Make sure to finish that tube of chapstick, you know, before you lose it, everybody. I personally do use chapstick sometimes, especially in the winter when my lips get a bit, you know, chapped up. I'm always losing my chapstick, so everybody make sure you keep a hold of your chapstick for as long as you possibly can. Day one of the rest of Preston's new life program style change. So far, so good. Let's see how our good old mate, Rock Sports Radio Preston, is going.
Your performance and grilling today.
I feel pretty good about it. I feel good.
Did you do some green beans? What'd you do?
Green beans with some olive oil.
Oh, he's got it all going here.
And olive oil.
Oh, who was doing crown shots with pineapple bag?
Not me, because I did not.
That was me, drunk Mike.
Hey, but you didn't get the black-eyed peas, though.
Oh, no, look over here, point the camera this way, come. Oh, he's got takeaways. Oh, don't you just love it? That's gonna be all New Year's resolutions, honestly. It's not about what's on the camera, it's all about what's off the camera. Okay, Audius says that his New Year's resolution is to get good grades. Of course, we all want good grades. And get my PS4 back and transfer schools. Okay, so he wants good grades, but he wants to transfer schools as well. He's obviously not getting on at his current school here. And dude, if you're in Australia or NZ and your parents ain't giving you PlayStation back, well, there's a very fine, fantastic PlayStation right here that you could win. I love the bio here. Decent PS4 player, depressed and grounded. He obviously gets grounded and his PS4 taken off him a lot. Okay, here we have a tweet from Dom, and no, it's not my Dom. It's another Dom, who's apparently a fan of themselves. No, my friend Dom is definitely not a fan of himself. So his New Year resolution is to take a big eat the Fortnite burger and Mark Zuckerberg and Smash. No, even better, Mark Zuckerberg and Tekken. Come on, we've added Negan, we've added a whole bunch of delightful characters in Tekken 7. Why not Mark Zuckerberg? Just imagine the revenue. Frostivia for 2020 wants to be good at chess. Oh, now that's goals, people. Now, oh, wait. Okay. Frostivia also wants to be a fish. I'm not joking. It's in the tweet. So I'm just a bit confused how he's going to play chess with those big, ginormous fins of his, you know? It's going to be very, very difficult. Okay, so he's playing chess on the PC, so obviously he's achieving that resolution.
It's
being a fish
right there.
Yeah, you might want to contact the mermaids in section 38 down in the Pacific somewhere. I don't even know what I'm saying. Right, next tweet. MacNJ would like to look for an old phone book for his New Year's resolution. Honestly, is it just me, or is these year's resolutions getting stupider? Maybe he wants an old phone book to prove how strong he is and rip. Old phone books, you know, they're just great. They're just so good fire starters. I don't feel like there's any left in the world. Rebecca swears that her 2020 is gonna be her year. It's gonna be her year. Like, this is it. I resolve, she says, I resolve to fulfill a goal I've had for many, many years. Her goal is, of course, to make it to Harry Potter World. Harry Potter World, everybody. She's going to achieve and break science itself. She's going to jump through platform 9 3/4 and enter the Harry Potter world. Clapping is a dead meme. I don't know why I'm still doing it. Okay, this is a great tweet. You gotta check this one out. Dan Fowler says, don't drive slow in the passing lane is a New Year's resolution we need to hear more often. And I totally agree. Driving slow in the passing lane is infuriating for us drivers. That's not the actual tweet itself that is laughable. I'll show you what's laughable. It's the reply from Brian McGinty. Are we talking about bicycles? I hope all is well. 2020 will be the year we all drive bicycles. Megan T is you in her bio while she tweets out this. I asked my boyfriend what his New Year resolution is, and he said to bite me more. I'm a little bit worried about 2020 actually. So Roy's number one resolution here is to starting again, by the way, for like the 5th time with Final Fantasy XIV and not dropping it after reaching level 30 for the latest new game. I shouldn't have brought. Dude, honestly, I know the feels with it. I know the feel. I brought so many games. Like, look at this. Games, and I've got more games that I've brought, and like half these I haven't even finished. Like Days Gone, the new remaster of Final Fantasy. There, look, we've got Dark Souls remastered. Haven't even gotten into that yet. Sort of finished Skyrim, never did the side quest. Far Cry Primal, never finished that one. God of War, still finishing that one. We need to get onto this, people. This is something that needs to be addressed in us gamers. I mean, you're not a true gamer unless you finish your games. I think that's a great resolution for me, actually. Sam Spice, you think you're so damn smart, don't you? Yeah, that's an old meme, okay? We all get it, alright? Your screen resolution is freaking trash. Actually, that's a terrible resolution. These days, 4K is pretty good in the market. I don't know why you'd even mention that resolution because it's even lower than 1080p. All goes along with this meme. It's a New Year's. What's your resolution? Same as always. 1024 by 768. Great meme. It gets a bit old as the years go past, unfortunately. The only goal for 2020 is to download all the pictures from my phone to my computer. That's not a bad resolution, honestly. I haven't even downloaded all my photos to my computer. I mean, it's always good to back up your photos. They always say, you know, if your phone breaks or something, it's nice to have a backup. Replaceable, photos and everything. I do it myself. I never back up my photos from my phone. I just honestly can't be bothered. I mean, I got a micro SD in the phone to store it on, but New Year's resolution from Mossfan would like to watch all of the Lord of the Rings movies by the end of 2020. You serious? You haven't watched all the Lord of the Rings movies? This is 2020. Okay, here we have Darth Vader, everybody. Of course, Darth Vader is going to continue his old tricks here for 2020 to force choke more people. We all need to force choke more people, considering my latest video, as all Sith Lords do. They, anyone needs me, I'm going to be hanging outside the Club 16 with a bucket of KFC and a box of donuts, watching everyone going to the gym for their New Year's resolution. That's literally it. Like, when I was looking for these tweets, honestly, majority of them, and it was hard to find a lot of these tweets actually, believe it or not. A lot of the tweets I was going through on the latest tab were about getting fit in some way or other. Were they going to go for a run every day, or they're going to go down to the gym every day, or they're going to do press-ups every day, or they're going to do sit-ups every day, and they're going to get the fat off, Bohemian Rhapsody. Don't even ask me about the name. I'm going to touch more and hold hands this decade. I'll not be surprised if you're in the lockup by the end of the week. Only hitting snooze twice is a great New Year's resolution. Oh, and Andrew even has an update here. January 2nd, 2020. Barely made it out alive. Barely made it out alive, everybody. Oh, just got out alive here. Let's see what this looks like at the end of the month. It's a great button on our little alarm clocks, you know. It's just sitting there tempting us, that big snooze button. Maybe we need to rid the snooze buttons. Snooze buttons are a disaster waiting to happen. I have no freaking idea why alarm clocks even have them. This is good. New Year's resolution. Eat healthy. Finally settling down to my vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, antibiotics-free, raw, non-GMO, organic, fat-free, low-carb meal. It's literally water frozen. That's what we're dulling down to in 2020. This meme should go viral. We got the veganists and the low GMO and the raw. No, not raw. We can't. Everything is bad for us these days. So why the frick don't we just eat frozen gosh damn water? Colin O'Mara, in 2019, the world learned. Okay, so there's been a lot of tweets about, you know, climate change, extinction of species, a lot of things like that. I was sort of feeding through. Obviously, it's a massive, you know, issue. Obviously for 2019, it will be, without a doubt, for 2020. It's going to be a massive issue, climate change and everything else. I don't know if these facts are true, but they were, you know, really interesting to look at. 1 million plus species at heightened risk of extinction. That's ridiculous. That's really, like I said, I don't know if these facts are real. This is coming from a verified account, so we have to believe it. Wildlife species population declined by average of 60% in 40 years. That's terrible. And honestly, I can believe these numbers. Like, you know, you put the memes aside and you look at these kind of things and you realize, you know, sort of where the world's heading at the moment, and it is scary. Now this one really got me. So 3 billion fewer birds in North America since 1970. Wow. 3 billion. Can you even think about that number? Man, that, like, New Year's resolution, not to feel guilt for the share. That is not my fault. And that they did their best. Did you? Now that's something I'm personally guilty of myself. I have a big thing where I feel a lot of guilt, you know, for things that I've been a part of, but it's not actually my fault, but I feel really guilty for it. I, as a human being, you know, I care a lot about people. I have a lot of thought and ideas and that, you know, around people, obviously, and I feel really guilty when I get caught up in situations. And I do take a lot of the blame on myself, and I think for days and days and days about things, and I find it very hard to get it out of my head. As much as I would like to not feel guilty, you know, for other people in situations that I've been in that isn't my fault. I'm going to end this video on a really awesome tweet that I found while scrolling down the New Year's resolutions. I thought this was really awesome, and it's a great finisher to the tweet for this video. Bombaholic tweeted out, "Life is like a camera. Focus on the important captures. The good times develop from the negative, and if things don't work out, take another shot." Life is like a camera, you know, there are negative things that develop through a camera. And it's like life, you know, you get negative things that happen and you learn from these things. And obviously here, if it doesn't work out, then you take another snapshot and try again. I mean, I think that's a really cool quote to end the video off with. I hope all you guys are having a fantastic, you know, New Year's and having a great holiday. New Year's resolutions are overrated, honestly. I don't have New Year's resolutions anymore. I used to. I don't do them anymore. I try to, whenever I possibly can. I'm always working on myself, trying to better myself. I'm always working on myself to better myself for other people. A New Year resolution is only going to put more pressure onto those problems, and you to sort them faster, which brings more stress and more blah 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 blah. So yeah, have a great New Year, everybody. Enjoy yourselves. That's enough from me for now. We'll be back with another video on the channel. As always, stay liking the video, stay commenting. We're gonna make this channel something. As always, for the New Year's resolution, Christmas trees are not needed in New Year's. So that window is actually blocked, so I can't chuck it out the window. I'm gonna chuck it out my door instead. Goodbye, Christmas tree.